Hi everyone, I'm John and welcome to the Fit Life channel. Let's say you're looking to get into vlogging or recording video with your Sony smartphone or Sony digital camera. You've been looking at some handheld tripods, but you don't want to go with a reviewer that's only used it for a few weeks and just moves on to another one. So that's where I come in. I have three popular handheld tripods that I have used for the past several years with my Sony Xperia 1 III, Xperia Pro I smartphones, and Sony ZV-1 and ZV-E10 digital cameras. Let's take a look at how they function, how durable they have been for the past several years, not that kind of durability test, and some great and not so great things I've experienced from using them for vlogging and recording videos. By the end of this video, it should give you confidence on which one to go with for your Sony smartphone or digital camera. All right, let's get this started. The three tripods I will go over are the Ulanzi MT-16, the UFO Photo Pro 2, and the Sony Shooting Grip with wireless Bluetooth remote commander. I've used all three tripods while walking, jogging, and running, and also in the stationary position. They've been used on a variety of surfaces from desks, tree branches, to rocks. Let's start with the first tripod, the Ulanzi MT-16. I don't know if you remember this from several years ago, but it was heavily promoted as the tripod you had to get. Let's go ahead and start with its features. Ulanzi advertises this selfie tripod stick as a 2-in-1 lightweight design that can be used with DSLRs, smartphones, and action cameras. It's very affordable, and Ulanzi sells it on their website for around $23.95 in US currency. Let's go over the parts and features of this tripod. Here at the top, you have the mounting head for either a camera or a smartphone with a smartphone holder. You have a 1/4 screw and a rubber pad to protect those devices. This is the tension knob for that screw. Here you have the ball head mount, and on the right side here you have the tension screw for it. So if you turn it counterclockwise, it will loosen it, and it allows a 360-degree movement. If I turn it clockwise, it will tighten the ball head. Here on the left side, you have a cold shoe mount for microphones, perhaps a lightweight video light if you're going to be recording in low light. It can extend into a longer length with this telescoping portion. It is a bit difficult to pull out and to push back in, so that's something to think about if you're interested in getting this tripod. Going to the bottom of the grip, we have here a rubberized handle which can extend into tripod legs. So all you have to do is pull up, and it should come out as three different pieces. Also on the bottom of the tripod legs, you have these small magnets which hold the tripod legs together when you're using it like this. So far, not too bad, right? Ulanzi makes some bold claims saying that it will elevate your pictures and videos to the next level. Let's see if that was true for myself. For long-term durability, this tripod has held up very well. Cosmetically, there's just a few scuffs here in the plastic. The finish still looks almost new. It didn't really fade. All the parts are still tight, and they tighten well. It still moves freely. And even the telescoping part, it's still very stiff. It doesn't feel like it's going to collapse on me. I know some of these tripods, when they tend to get older, this part becomes very loose. But you can see here, it does have some tension when pushing it back in. The only issue that I've had with this tripod is the magnets here at the bottom. Within a few months of owning it, they fell out and I had to glue it back in. So if you lose these magnets, you may not be able to keep the handle together. It might be kind of loose. And also here at the top, there's some play. I don't know why that is, but if you know, leave it in the comments. What are some positive things that have stood out to me about this tripod for the past several years of using it? I think the most important one is the ability for it to be used as a selfie stick with the telescoping portion. If you ever use the Sony Xperia Pro I or the Sony ZV-1 with its 24mm, you know when vlogging with it handheld, it can be a bit tight on your face. If I mount this to the Ulanzi MT-16, I have all this room to push out that camera so that it doesn't look like I'm being in your face during a video. Here's the Ulanzi MT-16 using the 24mm lens on the ZV-1. It is not fully extended. And here it is with the telescopic pole fully extended and using the 24mm focal length. It does okay as a tripod in a pinch. However, I would not get this tripod just for that main reason. And that's gonna lead into some negative things about it. Ulanzi mentions that the MT-16 is a perfect choice for DSLRs, and I am assuming they mean mirrorless cameras as well. However, a major disappointing factor about this tripod is that it's too flimsy to support a DSLR or mirrorless camera using a medium to heavyweight lens. The tripod legs are thin, flimsy, and lack sufficient weight to support something like my ZV-10 and Sony Zeiss's 16-70mm medium weight lens. Ulanzi's claim that this tripod can support up to 1.5 kilograms of weight might be true, but it didn't give me confidence that it could do it reliably. And trying to use my ZV-10 with the telescoping poles extended is just asking for either a damaged camera body or even the lens. It becomes extremely top heavy, and the tripod legs just feel too flimsy and weak to support all that weight coming down from the top. It does better in extended mode with either a smartphone or a lightweight compact camera, but it does still feel a bit unstable because of those weak tripod legs. It does best indoors and away from unstable surfaces. And the second negative thing about this tripod is that when you are vlogging with either a compact camera or something like the ZV-10, it tends to feel a bit top heavy here, especially if you're holding it with one hand. It creates an unbalanced feeling that the camera is pulling down on your hand. So there's a possibility that if you are vlogging one-handed with this tripod, it may fatigue your arm quickly with something like a ZV-10. Using it in telescopic mode, whether as a tripod or for vlogging, is best kept to your smartphone, action cameras, and some compact digital cameras. The next tripod I'm supposed to go over is the PhotoPro UFO 2. However, I'm gonna end this video right now because I've already changed the battery on my ZV-1 here 2 times. So that's a sign that I should probably wrap up this video. I'll go ahead and finish the other 2 tripods in a part 2 video, maybe even a 3. If you have any questions or comments about the Ulanzi MT-16, please leave it in the comment section. If you have experience using it, please share it with all of us. And until next time, stay safe, keep learning. I'll see you in part 2. So tight here. Trying to walk. Oh my goodness. Oh.